welcome to Constantinople, the ancient capital of 4 empires. The city is now known as Istanbul, the capital of Turkey, which you probably all heard about. But it has a long history of different cultures living here, and in particular the Byzantine and the Roman cultures. It has a long history of Christianity also, and here behind me you can see, maybe, I hope you can see, the Bulgarian church, the Orthodox Church. The city of Constantinople was founded by the Roman Emperor Constantine, hence the name of the city. He was in fact the first Roman Empire to convert to Christianity. So that's where also the long history of Christianity in Constantinople comes from. And as I told you, 4 empires exist here, or 3 empires, depends on how you define it, because the Eastern Roman Empire is also known as Byzantine Empire, but some people also separate those two depending on the time period. And the Byzantine Empire has fallen in 1453 and it was overtaken by the Ottoman Turks, which are still ruling the country. Obviously it's Turkey, it's not Ottoman Empire anymore, but it's Turkey, and the presence of the Turkish culture is very dominant here. But you can still see the symbols of the past, such as this church over there. We'll go there in a moment and I'll show you. I hope we can go inside. I'll show you around a bit. So the area we are now in is called Fenar. It's the Christian, predominantly Christian area of Istanbul, and that's why I brought you here. It tells us a lot about the history of Constantinople and the Byzantine Empire as such. Also the Patriarchate has moved here at a certain point. That's why it's such an important place also for the Orthodoxy. Here you see the San Esteban Church, which is a Bulgarian Orthodox church from the 19th century. There's a wedding taking place there, so we cannot go inside. So here you probably cannot see it, but on the top there is a writing in the Cyrillic letters and telling something about the Knyaz Stefan Bogorodi. And I think this building used to belong, maybe it still belongs to the church, which is right across the street, because that's what Google says. Maybe they live here. Yeah. It seems to be in Old Slavic, so it's not even the Bulgarian language, as I see it, because I as a Russian can understand it. Well, this area is also known for its architectural style, and the streets, it's quite a small streets, narrow streets here, and quite cozy and beautiful style. A lot of art, antiques. Food, obviously, because it's quite touristic, but not as touristic as the city center, which is why I'm here, because I think it's more interesting to be here. Yeah, antiques again, you see. So small. Some Turkish music. Some food, kebab probably. I don't think it's even allowed to build tall buildings here due to the cultural, architectural heritage. I like the style of the buildings. It doesn't feel overcrowded. Well, it's now 2 p.m. but most people hang out in the city center, but not in this old Constantinople area, which I decided to show you. Very colorful also, right? And the style, you can tell. Very cultural, historical area. Oh, this must be the synagogue. So you see the Hebrew over there. So this must be the entrance to the synagogue, but it looks to be closed. It was built in the 15th century and it's closed today, clearly because it's a Shabbat, the holy day of Saturday for the Jews. So you're not allowed to work, you're not allowed to do anything on this day. I think that's why it's closed also. I would assume so. If someone speaks Hebrew, tell me what it says over there. Because I have no idea. I just see 5686. Maybe that's the year in the Jewish calendar. Yeah. I don't know exactly. Anyway, there's much more to see here. So this used to be a Jewish quarter. I don't know how many Jews still live here, but it used to be one. So there's even a Cuban cafe here. For all my Latino subscribers. I think you can find anything here from any part of the world, as long as it sells. So talking about the churches here in Istanbul, some of them were remade to be the mosques. Like if you take Hagia Sophia, which is a very popular touristic place, which used to be an Orthodox church that turned into a mosque. And it's not just one. So there are many of them that turned into mosques from churches, but you still see some of the frescas, they call them, from the old times, from the Byzantine and the Christian time. Anyway, look at the streets. It's beautiful. So in those mosques you can still see the mosaics of the Byzantine Empire. And that's interesting, right? That they're still preserved, but not all of them. Some of them got destroyed by the Ottomans, but some of them still remain there. So that's a curious fact about the mosques in Istanbul or Constantinople. There is something that reminds me of Italy when the people put their clothes outside like that to get them dry. But I think it adds to the atmosphere, to the whole feeling here in the area. Like it's a special character, you know. How many vibrant colors this houses have, huh? That's what it's famous for also, this area. So people come here. I mean, if you wouldn't tell me it's Turkey, I wouldn't believe that. Here we've approached another mosque that was turned into one after the church was here, and you can tell, I hope you can see, maybe we'll see from the other side, that it looks the architectural style. It's obviously a Byzantine church, and then it was restructured to be a mosque. It's called Patriarchate. Alright, so I was told by the guard that it's closed. I have no idea if it even opens at some point, but maybe you can get a better view from the other side. Let's walk around and I'll show you what I meant with the Byzantine church. Here is obviously a mosque because of the minaret here, and then also the writings. I think it's from Quran. So you can tell that by the architectural style that it used to be Byzantine church, Orthodox church, that turned into a mosque. The crosses were removed and the minaret was built. Maybe a couple other changes. I cannot go inside unfortunately because it's closed, but maybe there are other churches around here, or mosques which are ex-churches that can go inside and show you a bit. Right, dead end. Let's go wrong. So here you can see a bit of a change of the architectural style. It's more residential, I would say, more typical for modern Istanbul. But it's not very central. A bit wider road, but we're not so far from where we started actually. So I can tell in general that this area is full of mosques. I think it's a religious place. You can tell people wearing different stuff, more black covered. Clearly it's a more religious place. Yeah. Some fruits here. Yeah, getting into the bigger street, wider street, I would say. over here. Yeah, it feels super religious actually here. Muslim area. We are out of that area. I would say more in a nicer area now, with the buildings and the cute balconies. You see over there, all in colors. Red over there, blue here, all possible colors. Cute cafes. Yeah, and an Italian flag here. You see, so it does feel like Italy here. And then the Bosphorus right ahead. Small reminder for those who doubt that Istanbul is a city of cats, because there are so many cats around. And it has become more like a symbol, even a fish, you see. Where there is a cat, there is a fish. Where there is a fish, there is a cat. Cats are literally everywhere, right there. I see one. But definitely not the only one around here. There are more of them hiding. Take a look at this. It looks so nice. I mean, full of tourist traps, obviously, but to observe it from the outside, it's a beautiful thing. So here we have also the Christian souvenirs, because we are approaching what is the Patriarchate of Constantinople, one of the most important patriarchates in the Orthodox world, maybe the most important one, because it originated here, the Orthodox religion as such, and Byzantine Empire, of which Constantinople was a capital. So clearly it has a huge importance in the Orthodox world. And Patriarchate, for those of you who don't know, it's like the management of the church, like the Vatican, let's say for Catholics, same Patriarchate in Orthodoxy. But there are many different patriarchates, not just one. So here you have also the words in Greek, maybe in Byzantine. Looks similar to Russian also, because Russian was adopted in Slavic, the old Slavic language was adopted from the Greek language. Makes sense. Also a cat, obviously. So guys, you've just seen the St. George Cathedral of Constantinople. And yes, as I told you, Constantinople is the center of the Orthodox world. That's why it's a very important place, and I was surprised that there are not so many people in here. Here you can see it again from the outside. And St. George is obviously one of the most important figures in Christianity as such, not just Orthodoxy. But in many Orthodox countries, it is placed on country, what do you call it? Country symbol, on the coat of arms and the flag sometimes also. So very interesting. Alright guys, let me know what you think about the video. Comment in the comments below. I'll respond to you. Subscribe, hit the bell button, and yeah, tell me if you learned something new from this video, which I hope you did. And see you in the next video. Take care.